Hello, today's video is going to be a update video. So I'm just going to do a little tour, see what's growing, see what's not, and yeah, just update on how it's going in August. So let's start with this bed, these two beds. Now there are herbs in there, so we've got some sage, got some borage coming through, got some chamomile there as well, and some lavender. And I know that I've also planted some cannellini beans around the outside, and there's also some chard in there. And this is a cucamelon. I don't know if you can see, there's one just there which I'm going to pick and try because I've never had it before. And also a lot of weeds. Now the trouble is with this bed, there is that I put just a lot of random weeds in. No, weeds, I didn't put random weeds in, I put random seeds in, and I don't know, I can't remember what I put in there, so I don't know what is seeds and what is weeds. I did put a load of echinacea in, which I was really looking forward to seeing, but I'm not sure what it looks like. So there could be some there, there could not be, so I'm having to leave it and hoping that a lot of it is what I planted, but just got to wait and see with that one. And this one, again, there's some weeds, but we also have some more Swiss chard. This is a bright lights one, so there's some red one, there's like a yellowy-ish one, but a lot of them haven't taken either. My gladioli, which are just about ready to, you know, be flowering soon. The ones in the garden have just started flowering. This is my disappointing there are some good bits, I promise. This is my disappointing beetroot bed. Now a lot of it just didn't take, so I started some off at home and I planted them out the other day, so they are only dinky at the moment, but I have succession seeded some somewhere else. But yeah, I was just a bit disappointed with them, but we're learning, we'll see what happens. This is the turnips. They're starting to sort of bulk up nicely there, see that one. A few, yeah, they shoot up really quickly and then just sort of bulk up. Then I've got some carrots. If you watched my last video of what I'm sowing in July, I had put some more in between, so that's what these ones are coming up, but still none. Oh no, there's a couple there. I just don't know why nothing is growing there. Now all these weeds and stuff is not out, that's next door's plot, but maybe it is because it's close to that, maybe it gets really dry, so we do try and really water that corner. But so there's a couple, that's about it. We have covered over, or made a start on covering all our brassicas. So in here, I don't know if there's my shadow, hi, I don't know if you can see through there, but in there that is Brussels sprouts, so obviously this will need to come up as they get a bit bigger. And then these are cauliflowers, and I've also got some started off a seed to fill in the gaps where they didn't take. And let's go underneath here. Oh, so if we pinned it all down, these are supposed to be leeks. Yeah, they didn't really work. That's grass, I think. So I have got some in pots, but not many, so we're not going to have many leeks this year. And then we did a late sowing of peas just to give it a go. So we've had to cover these over because I don't know if you can see there, they were getting nibbled on the top. I've got a couple down this end that, can you see? Oh, I don't know if that's better or worse. Let's go under. Them ones there are growing well, but some of the others all got eaten. And then we got cannellini beans. So these are shooting up now. There's quite a few of them. They're doing quite well, so I'm looking forward to seeing them. Over here we've got kale, which Craig tried a bit of and he said it's very nice, but we're going to leave it. We've got some at home already, so we're just going to leave it. We quite like it as baby leaf, but I'm also going to sow some more in between to get more kale, and I've got some growing somewhere else as well. And then this is Chloe's bed. I say it's Chloe's bed. She sowed it and then has done nothing with it since. Oh, tell a lie, sorry. To her credit, she did do a little bit of weeding the other day, but she's got some carrots, she's got some turnips, and then some peas. So Chloe, if you're watching, you've got a few peas growing. Just need them to fatten up. She loves to eat them just straight out the pod like that. And then more brassicas under here. These are cabbages that we didn't start from seed. Another plot owner gave us these. These ones here though, we did start from seed and they've come up quite well, but again all covered over to stop them pesky butterflies. And finally our runner beans are actually starting to grow. Now we had trouble with these because first of all they all got eaten by the rabbits, but they did grow back and we planted more seeds, so these ones up here are a little bit behind, but they are starting to grow now, so and get flowers on, which is nice. And then this is the courgette and cabbage and the random kohlrabi in there. These ones were started from seed. This is the first thing we put in. We didn't cover them, so I think a lot of them are being eaten, but we're just let it go, and we'll eat the courgettes, and we'll change that over for something else shortly. Now, funny story about these. These, did you know, are actually garlic. I thought they were shallots. So I'm not sure how good they're going to be, because they have, a lot of them have all turned to seed because we don't know what we're doing. But yeah, I picked all the shallots that I thought were garlic and left them to dry, and then when my dad went to cut it open, he's like, these are not garlic, so we got it muddled up. So top tip, label what you plant, because otherwise you won't know what it is. So that's garlic, but as I say, I'm not sure how good it's going to be. We need to do better next year, and our shallots all sort of split as well because we mucked them up as well. It's all a learning curve. And we got some more carrots in here, successionally sown, and some spring onions, and I've also got some of them in a pot at home, so I'm going to bring them down soon and weed them in between and fill in the gaps with some more. Right, so a little update on the garlic. You've just watched that I didn't know what we were doing and it had all gone to seed. Right, I just googled it, and apparently they do go to seed, and they are called scapes, which you can cut off, and they have a little flower on the top, and you can eat them as well. So we've cut them tops off, and we've left them now to see if the bulbs, because the bulbs on them are really small, so we're hoping now that we've cut the scapes off, all the energy are going to the bulb, and hopefully it will give it another few weeks to fatten up a bit. That's the plan. This here is our squash bed, or one of them. We've got quite a few. So this is doing really good. He's got a couple of shoots off there, and lots of them have got the flowers all, like this one's got all the flowers all starting to come. I say they're courgettes. I moved them from where I sowed 2 courgettes in each space. I moved these out because they all took, so, and they've done really well here actually. So yeah, these are all butternut squash, these ones, and then there's 4 here which are, I think they're called dumpling squash, and then we've put, I don't know if you can see this netting, so hopefully we're going to train them ones to go up there. And then we've got a few more courgettes here that were just extra ones, so they're just plonked in there. And these are our cucumbers, so some of them have got some flowers on now as well, so hopefully we're going to get some little cucumbers. But yeah, they're growing up nicely now. Mange 2, Mange 2. What is going on? We have 2. Now I sowed 2 rows in here, 2 came up. I then sowed 2 rows in here, 4 came up, but then they died. And then, so now I've put more in this bit, more in this bit, and more in this bit. And, well, there's not many coming up. Now, I don't know if it's because it's right next to this tree. So, I don't know if there's not enough nutrients in there or what. It does get a lot of light, but I'm not sure why they're not growing very well. So another brassica bed over here. This one is purple sprouting broccoli, this side. Then we've got a row of Swiss chard, just shove them in wherever we can. And then this is normal broccoli. And I'm hoping, although I know there has been a few nibbles, I'm hoping we've covered it over enough or quick enough that they don't get loads of caterpillars eating them. So in this bed, this is a new bed. If you watched again my last video, I put some seeds in here. So I've got, I think if I'm remembering correctly, I've got beetroot, sort of pink candy floss kale there, some black Spanish radishes, and then some turnips. I think that's the way round it is. And then we've got these black pots. I will tag down below where you can get these from. These are fantastic. We are growing potatoes in these. So we've got 2 here, 2 there, and 2 over there. So we figured that it's better to have lots of pots. We can just move them around randomly. And then this is my lovely little structure that I built for these are pumpkins. Now these pumpkins, I started off at home in pots, and then I moved them out maybe 2 weeks ago, week and a half. They're not very nice to eat, but I wanted them, this is my little pumpkin patch that I wanted for Halloween. So I'm hoping they've got to get a move on because I need them for Halloween. There's no having them afterwards. So whatever size they are, whatever colour they are, they're coming out at the end of October. And then underneath, because the sun does get, not the sun's just gone in, but the sun does go through here at the moment and either end, I've just put some spinach in here, which is all coming up. And then I put some lettuce at the back because I thought I'd just use this space and see. So yeah, there's some spinach there coming up. And we've got big potatoes here. Now I'm hoping, we think these should be ready to dig up in about a week. Yeah, in about a week we're going to start, well, we'll dig up one plant and see how they're going. And this is our back area, which I know still looks a mess. There's still a lot of stuff there, but it's nowhere near what it was. We got rid of so much stuff, and we found lots, like all the blue netting. We found reels and reels of it up there, so that's what's covered all our brassicas, which is great. And there's Chloe's pond, looking a bit wild and green. We just need to still put some plants around it, but I think we're going to leave that more till sort of next year now. So that's more or less what we've got. Oh, let me just update on the greenhouse. We've got the base down. Oh, and this is another thing I found at the back, this little table, which is cool because I put the seeds on and then I can water it. Oh, and then I've got some, I've got these as well. These are French beans, dwarf ones. I have put canes in, but I'm not sure if they're going to need them or not. But I've put them there just in case. And then I've just got this here. Just got some sweet peas in it. And I think these are calendula that I put at the front as well. Notice how I say I think, because I always forget. But yeah, the idea is to grow them up this trellis to look pretty. Now we haven't got a lot of our squashes. We've got one that's got like a little squash on. But I'm going to show you my plot neighbour. I assume they're squashes. I'm not very good, but they're big. Let me show you. I'll just say these aren't ours, unfortunately. So if we come over here, they've got these ones here. And then look at this big big one in there. So I don't know, are they squash pumpkins? I don't know. This one's on its way over to ours. We've had to divert it. Oh, and then they've got these ones here as well. But lots and lots in there. Loads in there as well. They're going to be having a lot of squash. But hopefully ours will have lots like that as well, because we have got lots of squash plants in. Oh, I've got these ones as well. So this has just got some kohlrabi in it. But there are some, these are the dumpling ones as well. Then we've got this one. These are butternut squash ones that, excuse me, somebody else gave us early on. And then once the kohlrabi's finished, we will remove this netting. It's just there to stop the rabbits eating them. But this is our little baby at the moment. Look at him. So hopefully we'll get some more. This one, it's on a very small plant, so I'm not sure. And there's our kohlrabi. Never had it before. Not sure how big it's supposed to leave them, but we'll leave it for a little while longer. So that's our August update and how it's going and how it's growing. I just feel that people are harvesting loads and loads and loads, and we've had a bit of spinach and some Swiss chard, and that's it. But I want some carrots at home and peas. All right, okay, we have had a little bit, but not anywhere near what I was hoping for. Some of that is that we are a bit late with a lot of our sowing, so we're getting everything a bit later than everyone else. And some of it is just, I don't know, maybe we didn't put enough in. So I've realised we didn't put anywhere near enough peas in, and carrots, we didn't succession sow them very well because we've now got this big gap with none. So yeah, but as I keep saying, we're learning. We've not done it before, so we know now. We make notes, we make notes on what we're going to grow next year, when we're going to grow it. We will have the greenhouse hopefully within a couple of weeks, so we can use that to sow stuff in and then plant it out and get a head start. So fingers crossed to next year, that's what I say. But I hope you enjoyed the video. The next video I'm going to be doing is another one of what we're going to be sowing in August. There's still lots you can be sowing, so I'll let you know what we're going to be planting out, and I'll see you all next time.